The lateralization of brain function is the tendency for some neural functions or cognitive processes to be specialized to one side of the brain or the other. The median longitudinal fissure separates the human brain into two distinct cerebral hemispheres, connected by the corpus callosum. Although the macrostructure of the two hemispheres appears to be almost identical, different composition of neuronal networks allows for specialized function that is different in each hemisphere. Lateralization of brain structures is based on general trends expressed in healthy patients. However, there are numerous counterexamples to each generalization. Each human's brain develops differently, leading to unique lateralization in individuals. This is different from specialization, as lateralization refers only to the function of one structure divided between two hemispheres. Specialization is much easier to observe as a trend, since it has a stronger anthropological history. The best example of an established lateralization is that of Broca's and Wernicke's areas, where both are often found exclusively on the left hemisphere. Function lateralization, such as semantics, intonation, accentuation, and prosody, has since been called into question and largely been found to have a neuronal basis in both hemispheres. Another example is that each hemisphere in the brain tends to represent one side of the body. In the cerebellum, this is the same body side, but in the forebrain this is predominantly the contralateral side. Language functions such as grammar, vocabulary, and literal meaning are typically lateralized to the left hemisphere, especially in right-handed individuals. While language production is left lateralized in up to 90% of right-handers, it is more bilateral or even right lateralized in approximately 50% of left-handers. This is particularly important when it comes to writing, a form of language that involves hand use. Studies attempting to isolate the linguistic component of written language in terms of brain lateralization could not provide enough evidence of a difference in the relative activation of the brain hemispheres between left-handed and right-handed adults. Broca's area and Wernicke's area, associated with the production of speech and comprehension of speech respectively, are located in the left cerebral hemisphere for about 95% of right-handers but about 70% of left-handers. 69 social interactions demonstrating fierce emotions and mathematical information are all provided by the right hemisphere. The processing of basic sensory information is lateralized by being divided into left and right sides of the body or the space around the body. In vision, about half the neurons of the optic nerve from each eye cross to project to the opposite hemisphere, and about half do not cross to project to the hemisphere on the same side.